Ever since the release of Star Wars The Last Jedi in December of 2017, a lot of fans have been very upset of exactly how Luke Skywalker was portrayed in the movie. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, going into Episode 9, we do know that J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, they are both currently very much hard at work on developing the final Skywalker saga film that will also bring an epic conclusion to the sequel trilogy. And a lot of fans are really wondering of exactly what will J.J. Abrams be doing for the character of Luke Skywalker. Now, you guys may have heard a couple of months ago that J.J. Abrams would be fixing the character of Luke Skywalker to a certain extent. I don't know how significant these fixes really will be for the character, but there are little tidbits that we learned about that really do give us a little bit of an idea of where the character of Luke is going and how J.J. Abrams will be fixing certain elements of the character of Luke Skywalker. In which, my opinion, alright, if you look at J.J. Abrams, a lot of people do say he's a great fixer, but not a great closer. A lot of people keep using that, you know, with a lot of projects that Abrams has worked on before in the past. So let's just cross our fingers and hope that J.J. Abrams will be doing something amazing for the overall plot in this movie. But when it comes to the character of Luke Skywalker, alright, apparently it is said that J.J. Abrams will be fixing certain elements of the character of Luke by exploring more of his legacy in Star Wars Episode 9. In The Force Awakens, we only got a taste of that. However, in Episode 9, Abrams will be expanding this greatly in order to make the fans understand this new Luke Skywalker a whole lot more. A part of the Episode 9 plot is said to revolve all around Skywalker and his impact on the galaxy, sort of like in The Force Awakens, where his disappearance showed us the negative impact on the galaxy. In Episode 9, not only will Abrams expand his legacy from moments in the past, but also show the positive effect Skywalker has sparked throughout the galaxy in Episode 9. Now, I don't know if you guys would necessarily believe that that is a significant route in order to fix certain elements of the character of Luke Skywalker. Now, like I say, it all depends on which parts of Luke's legacy will be explored in Star Wars Episode 9. Now, we do know that Donald Gleason on a certain podcast, I believe it was the Happy, Sad, and Confused podcast, he was talking about, you know, how hard it is to keep things a secret when it comes to not just his character, but other characters as well. And then he said something around the lines like, oh, Luke Skywalker said this, like a big surprise is coming in Episode 9 that Luke Skywalker said something before in the past that could very well change a lot of things in this story. But putting that all aside, looking at the character of Luke in Episode 9, we do know that both JJ and Chris Terrio, we have heard this before, you know, these past couple of weeks or so, that they will be doing something very special for the character of Luke, and a huge revelation and a big surprise will be made for the character. It seems like both JJ and Chris Terrio are really trying to keep that element that Colin Trevorrow was going to do in his version of Episode 9, was of course doing something extremely special for both Luke and Leia in the final installment of the Skywalker saga, and that it would be an emotionally satisfying moment. Now, J.J. Abrams may have adopted that moment by Colin Trevorrow and put it into his script of Episode 9. Now, we also know that Abrams has been doing a lot of script changes, some rewrites and adjustments here and there throughout principal photography with the main characters, one of which included Luke Skywalker. So, I honestly am very curious as to exactly what parts of Luke's legacy will be explored and exactly how they will be explored. Will it just be through dialogue? Are they talking about visual stuff here in the form of flashbacks like we have been hearing about through some of the concept art and storyboard descriptions? Or could it just have something to do with what Luke Skywalker tells Rey or Kylo Ren about himself for moments in the past? Now, the thing that I do find interesting is that we will be able to see the positive effect on the galaxy, alright, throughout the whole entire galaxy of what Luke Skywalker did in The Last Jedi. Now, we do know that a lot of people are going to be looking up to Luke Skywalker as this legend, and as Rey said in The Last Jedi, you know, maybe the galaxy does need a legend. So I think that in order to really fix this character, it really would have to be a whole lot more than this. But I think it's too soon to say, because expanding his legacy could mean a ton of different things out there. We could see, some epic moments in the forms of flashbacks for the character of Luke Skywalker. It may also line directly up with what we have heard a couple of months ago, that they would be using de-aging technology on one of the main actors in Episode 9. I honestly believe it's going to be Mark Hamill. We have heard that Abrams and Terrio will be doing something very unique for the character of Luke Skywalker in this movie, and that is one thing that really does have me scratching my head here. Exactly what will they do that's so unique for the character of Luke in this installment of the sequel trilogy? But I would love to hear from each and every one of you below in the comment section. What do you want to see on the big screen when it comes to Luke's legacy and the positive effect that he has put throughout the whole entire galaxy itself? But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.